Writing a biting song about a bandmate after a breakup is one thing, something the Beatles did more than once. But expressing that criticism while still in the band, and doing it openly in front of each other, takes it to another level. George Harrison once took a subtle shot at Paul McCartney through a Beatles track, using the song to voice his frustrations directly while they were still working together. Although the song isn't among the group's most famous, it clearly reveals the growing tensions between Harrison, often dubbed the Quiet Beatle, and McCartney, his more dominant creative partner. When Harrison briefly walked away from the band before their final split, the reason was obvious. He felt silenced. Despite his increasing skills as a songwriter, his contributions were often overshadowed by the powerful Lennon-McCartney duo. While John Lennon shared some responsibility, it was McCartney who became the main source of Harrison's irritation. Harrison viewed him as overbearing, with little regard for others' input or emotions, prioritizing his own creative direction over collaboration. Harrison once reflected that McCartney, during that period, seemed entirely self-focused. Although his songwriting was thriving, he gave little thought to how his actions might impact the rest of the band. His lack of awareness regarding others' perspectives and feelings created friction in the studio. There's no denying that McCartney was a brilliant composer, responsible for many of the band's biggest hits. But towards the end of the Beatles' run, his musical approach began to bother his fellow members. His tendency to produce what Lennon dismissively called granny music, light whimsical tunes, started wearing thin. Harrison, in particular, chose to respond through music. That response came in the form of Savoy Truffle. Some of the lyrics suggest a critique. You know that what you eat you are, but what is sweet now turns so sour. We all know obla di obla da, but can you show me where you are? This reference to one of McCartney's own songs led many fans to believe Harrison was calling him out. However, the song's meaning is debated. Another interpretation ties the lyrics to Eric Clapton's well-known Sweet Tooth. At the time, Clapton was reportedly dealing with numerous cavities due to a heavy chocolate habit. Harrison himself noted that Clapton had a hard time resisting sweets. Once he saw a box, he had to eat the whole thing. Still, even if Clapton inspired part of the song, the lyrical jab at obla di obla da makes it difficult to dismiss the idea that McCartney was also a target. Whether fueled by personal frustration or playful sarcasm, Harrison's song remains a musical window into the simmering tensions that marked the Beatles' final years.